Minecraft. Diary of a Minecraft Zombie Alex. Book 2. Zombie Army. An unofficial Minecraft diary book, written by MC Steve and narrated by Zombie Alex. Day 21. Getting ready to leave. Dear Diary, my name is Alex, and my life's gotten pretty crazy lately. I hardly know where to begin, so I guess I'll just start with when I started writing my first diary. So much crazy stuff has happened that the first diary's already filled up. The Tower Witch gave me a new diary so I can keep writing about my adventures, but I'm getting ahead of myself. It all started about 3 weeks ago, but it feels like it's been years already. I woke up in my village, my body hurt all over, and I had a headache. I felt like I was dying. I hid in the shade because the sun was hurting my eyes so much. When the sun went down, I found my house and hid inside. The whole town was in ruins. The village had been attacked, and I had no memory of what had happened. Inside my house, I looked in the mirror, and then I realized I'd turned into a zombie. I stayed in my village for a few more days. I searched all over the village, trying to find other survivors of the zombie attack, but no one else was in the village. Luckily, I didn't find any bodies or anything gross like that. I figured the villagers must have run away, been turned into zombies, or been captured. I'm still not entirely sure what happened to them. Eventually, I collected some food, armor, and a sword and left the village. I spent days wandering around on my own and fighting anything that got in my way. I didn't have to do everything alone, though. I ran into one of the guys from my adventure training group, Steve. He'd also been turned into a zombie, but he was still just as annoying and rude as he'd been when he was a human. He remembered more about the attack than I did, but he still didn't know what happened to all of the villagers. We decided to team up and put our differences aside to find out what happened to our village and to get revenge. We followed a trail of rotten flesh in the woods. Rotten flesh is what zombies drop when they're killed. We ran into a lot of monsters, but we also found another abandoned city. I didn't know what the real name was, but Steve and I called it Sandy City. We rested there and collected more supplies before moving on. We decided to turn towards the desert, since there had been so much mysterious sand in the city. Traveling through the desert as a zombie was just about the most difficult thing I've ever had to do. I thought I was going to die. Just in the nick of time, Steve found a tower in the middle of the desert, but we passed out before we could enter it. When we woke up, we went inside and explored the tower. At first, we were alone, but the next day a friendly witch who lived there rewarded us for basically not robbing her blind. She let us stay in the tower. That's where I am now. The witch told Steve and me the truth about the zombies that attacked our village. They aren't ordinary zombies. They're bewitched by the kind witch's evil wizard brother. He's making an army of zombies, but the witch isn't powerful enough to stop him. She told us where the zombies are setting up, but she also told me of a place where Steve and I can find a cure for our zombieism. Steve has his mind set on getting revenge, but I'm still trying to make up my mind. I'm packing up my stuff anyway. Steve will leave tomorrow, so I guess I need to make up my mind before then. I just hope I can make the right choice. I'll write more tomorrow. Day 22. The Tale of the Magic Orchard. Dear Diary, I think I've made up my mind. I can't. I don't want to get revenge right now. Getting revenge won't fix what happened to me. Ever since I turned into a zombie, I've wanted to be a human again. I didn't write about it a lot in my other diary because I didn't want to live in some dream. Until I met the Tower Witch, I didn't even think it was possible for me to turn back into a human. Now that I know it's possible, it's all I can think about. Revenge can wait, but my humanity shouldn't have to. I had to say goodbye to Steve today. He knows about the cure, but he doesn't care. He'd rather risk his life to slaughter zombies than become human again. Even though he's not my favorite guy in the world, it's still a little sad to see him go. I can't help but wonder if I'm ever going to see him again. I almost hope that I get to. Either way, I hope he manages to kill a lot of zombies. For what he's risking, it better be worth it. I stayed behind. I might leave the tower tomorrow, or the day after that. I haven't decided yet. I wanted to get more information about the magic apple that's going to cure me before I actually went out there to get it. I wanted to be as prepared as possible. It only made sense. I sat down in the kitchen with the witch. We drank tea while she told me everything she knew. The apple orchard is a few days' walk away. It's out of the desert biome. The area around it is very green, but there is a dense forest you will need to walk through to get to it. The orchard is hidden, after all. If you are able to get through the forest, we will have a large gate. It will likely be gold and very tall, at least twice your height. There are
Sample complete. Ready to continue?